Welcome to Gina's Sparkle Nail Tutorial. Today I am going to be showing you how to make these lovely fingernails that are two-toned plus have a lovely sparkle to them. So you're going to need a few basic things. Real easy, real cheap. Number one, most important, gotta have it. Find a series or something on Netflix or your VCR if you happen to have one still that you can binge watch, that you can take about 45-minute breaks in watching. The reason why is because we're going to be doing multiple layers of polish, and you really need to let your polish set for about 45 minutes between each step. If you just wait until the top part isn't sticky anymore, but paint over it, then your polish hasn't really dried and it's going to wind up smudging, smearing, and getting all nasty on you, and we don't want that. So find a good series to binge watch on Netflix, one 45-minute episode or two of the 25-minute episodes. Good length. Then you're going to want to pick out your colors. For Thanksgiving, I've chosen this nifty little color combination of brown and green. One of them's going to be your base, the other one's going to be your accent. Your glitter color to go over it, which is going to be something that you want to be able to complement both of your underlying colors. And then your protective top coat. Something that can also be very handy is maybe some Q-tips and some nail polish remover, maybe some cotton balls, but Q-tips will work a little bit better because you want to be able to take off at very fine mistakes. You can do it during the process, or you can wait till once you're all the way done and just do it then. Okay, so what I have done is, because I don't want this video to take forever, is that I've actually painted my nails on this hand in the stages so I can show you how it's done to get lovely nails like these. So, now that you've picked out your Netflix series to watch, let's go ahead and start with step one. You've got your plain fingernail. It can be an acrylic fake nail like I've got, or it can be your natural nails. Either one works fine. We're going to pretend that this is entirely clean. There's a story as to why it's not. I'll tell you at the end of the video. Okay, so you start with the color that you're going to want to be closest to your finger or thumb. So for me, I want the brown to be over by my finger. So we're going to start painting on the brown. Oh, and one other tip as far as painting your fingernails. I've made this mistake a million times. When you go to paint your nails, it's very common that people will start using their dominant hand, in my case I'm right-handed, and paint their left, and then while their offhand is still wet, then go and try and paint with their right. No bueno. Because you're going to be better coordinated with your dominant hand, paint that one first, and then go through and paint your offhand. Okay, so step one complete. Now, on to step two. We've got this nail that has been done with our color that we want closest to the end. Now, we're going to be using that color we want close to the end plus our secondary color, And we're going to be applying our secondary color while the first one is still wet. It's okay though. This is also another reason why you want to be watching an episode in between your layers, because your layers are going to be a little thick, which, by the way, go watch an episode now. I'll see you back in about 45 minutes or so. Make a snack while you're at it. Bye. Okay, good. You're back. All right. So now we're going to go ahead and do this finger. Oh, hi. That's my husband. Give me 1 second. Hi. Doing a nail tutorial. Can you take this with you?
He obviously thought we needed help.
Yes, but cats and fingernail polish don't work too well together. Yes, Mommy loves you. Mommy will be back in a little while. By the way, make sure kids, spouses, pets, especially the furry ones that get on your counters, cannot be in here. I had the door closed. Should have put up a do not disturb sign, but hey. Okay, so where were we? All right, so now going to apply a second coat of the color that's going to be closest to your finger. In my case, it's the brown. I had originally wanted to do this with brown and red, but the perfect red, I had to go with this brown. I misplaced for a few days, got a little aggravated, and I figured, it's fall, it's Thanksgiving. Green works good too, which it did, it's lovely. Okay, so it's still wet, which is fine. And now you want to do what's going to be your first layer of green, or your secondary color. Now, when you're putting on the secondary color, do not worry about making it a straight line across. In fact, you actually do not want a straight line across, because you're going to want your colors to have a little bit of a blended look. So what you can do is take the very tip end of your color, either one, your primary or your secondary, and right where the two colors join, just kind of close up, close up. Just kind of dab right where the two meet, because you want it to have a little bit of fuzzy, not sharp, clear effect, just to kind of gently blend. Okay, and like I said, you can use both colors. Now, right now, it's going to look a little rough, and it's even going to feel rough, and it's going to look a little bumpy. That's cool. That's okay, because once we're done, it looks fabulous. Okay, so now, time to go watch the next episode of your show. I will see you back at the end of your episode. Bye! Okay, good to see you again. We're ready to move on to the second layer of our secondary color. So once again, we've got our secondary color. We're going to just go over it again. And once again, doing the little dabbing thing. Oops. If you have stray marks when you dab, it's okay. So, we're doing our little dabs. Cute little dabs. Blending, blending. Some different color combinations that I like going with. For Halloween, black and orange with like a gold over it looks pretty cool. Like I was saying, for like fall Thanksgiving, the brown red, or the brown green in this case, are very lovely. And in for Christmas, red green with gold over it is beautiful. Christmas January blue white with silver over it is beautiful. You can even like do some nifty little pastel stuff for Easter. Of course, classic red and white with some pink or whatever. Come Valentine's Day, yes, I like doing cheesy holiday stuff. You can even do a funky St. Patrick's Day with green and orange with gold overlay. So it's whatever you want to do. Okay, so now that we're done putting our second coat of our secondary color, time to go watch your next Netflix episode, and I'll see you in about 45. Bye! Okay, bet that series is getting good, isn't it? All right, so now that your colors, both of them, primary and secondary, have 2 coats on them, this is when we're going to do our glitter overlay, and this is where you're really gonna see it start to pop. This is when you're gonna look at it going, are you sure this is gonna turn out? It looks a little nasty, but trust me, once this goes on, it's gonna be like bam. Now, depending on how thick or thin it is, you might need 2 coats of bam, but you see, it comes out gorgeous. All right, so we're just gently painting over, and you do paint over the whole nail. In this particular instance, with this glitter overlay, I'm going to need 2 layers, maybe 3. And once again, you do want to give the long drying time. Yes, this is a very long process, but if you're like me, you do want lovely fingernails, but you don't have the lovely budget to go with them. So everything that I'm using here, I got from Dollar Tree. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, counting Q-tips, $6 to do what would cost you about $30 or so plus in the salon, not counting tip, and them little ladies that are breathing in all them fumes. Oh yeah, they deserve their tip. Okay, so we'll just say, yeah, there's the amount of sparkle that you want on there. The glitter overlay does not increase as you go along. So the amount of glitter that you see on there now, that's the amount that it's going to look like once it's dry. I did forget to mention one important thing. You can really see it looking at my 2 middle fingers here. What I do recommend is that once you pick out your colors, you can do a little bit of paint on a spare piece of paper or even one of your nails and check out and see, because as you can tell, I used the same paints on both hands, except that this has the glitter overlay and it dramatically changed the color of the green. Brown somewhat, but really changed the green. So this will give you a better idea of what they'll actually look like once they have the glitter overlay. Fortunately, I have never had anything where once I put the glitter overlay on, I went, oh, it's not working. The glitter overlay is very forgiving. It always really seems to enhance very well. Okay, so now that we're done with our glitter overlay, time for your next Netflix episode. If you have to do multiple layers, yes, watch an episode between each layer. Right now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, we've got 5 layers of nail polish on here. You cannot skimp on your drawing time or your nails will be a mess. Trust me, I know from lots and lots and lots of experience. All right, so I will see you after your episodes and once you get all the glitter you want on there. And have a snack for me while you're at it. I'm supposed to be good. Bye. Okay, so we're finally at the last step. Yay! Now, this last step is going to be your top coat. It's clear. So you may be thinking, oh my gosh, I've been watching this TV series forever. I've been doing this forever today. Can I just please skip it? Short answer, how long do you want your polish to last? The reason why, a big reason why salon nail jobs last much longer than the ones we do at home is because they do put the top coat on there. It's a preservative because you'd be amazed at how much we're banging our nails on things and it chips away. Oh, one important thing that I did forget to tell you is that when you're putting on your secondary color, make sure that you do get the ends of the nail with it and maybe even paint a slight bit underneath. The reason why is so that it does help preserve the finish of the polish. Because like I said, you're going to be banging your nails a lot. Even if you put your top coat on, you still want to give it that little bit of extra dab. And a little bit of extra dab with your glitter doesn't hurt anything either. You impact so many things with the ends of your nails, even if you're not a nervous tapper. Okay, so finally, we're down to this home stretch. We're almost there. Top coat. Woohoo! So, we do our lovely little top coat. Read the directions on it to see if one coat is sufficient or if you need a couple of coats. If you're rough on your hands, like you're very active doing a lot of things, or you have kids, or you have a job where you're using your hands a lot, you'll probably need 2 layers. And it's just the way it is. Without your top coat, lovely, lovely top coat, within 2 days, you're going to see visible damage. After spending this many hours on it, you do not want that. Go for the top coat. It is so worth it. All right, so now you've been able to see the steps of how we started it with plain fingernail and worked our way around until we have these lovely things. I would love to hear your comments, your feedback. I may or may not be doing more tutorial videos. I plan to. If you have any ideas you'd like to see, I'd love to help you out. Makeup is fun, and I'm a big believer in be the best you that you can be. All right, so if you want to hear the story of the funky fingernail, it's kind of boring. Just keep watching. But if you decided, okay, I've seen what I want to see of the nail tutorial, I'm ready to go do my nails, rewind and let's go do it. Have a great day. Okay, so you wanted to find out the story about why my fingernail had some little dark smudges and stuff. I got one of those nifty little kits from Walmart, and where you put on your own acrylic nails. These take a while to master. If you can master it in a few times, you're much more talented than I am. Kudos on you. Usually when you're doing one of those, the first time through, definitely you're thinking, oh my gosh, I will pay the salon ladies. This is a hot mess. First time you go through trying to use one of the kits, do not get upset if it does wind up being an entire hot mess and you have to go to the nice ladies to have it fixed. So essentially it's the same process as the nice ladies use. You kind of sand and rough up your fingernail. You put the little artificial nail on there, glue it on, let it dry, and then this is the part where I have just mad respect for the nice little nail ladies. They have those big wide brushes and the perfect touch. I think they have like very blessed fingers or something, where they manage to put on the layers of that heavy acrylic goo so that it's just perfect and it looks beautiful and everything. But if you're the gal who's still trying to teach yourself, when you're putting the goop on, it tends to have like valleys and mountains, and it looks kind of gnarly. So what I do is, once that's done, I paint over with a bright color of nail polish, and then I sit there and file and file and file until I have smoothed out the nail to the point where there isn't any more polish left. That's the point where I know I've actually smoothed out the high points to the part of the low points. I am hoping one day to actually master this. I'm also hoping one day to get some of the nice little tools like the nail ladies have, because it takes a while to do the filing. But hey, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Try new things all the time. You'll either have a great success or you'll have a great story to tell. So either way, it's a win. This is Gina, really signing off this time. Be the best you that you can be, and happy Thanksgiving. I'm thankful that you chose to share your time with me.